to look at a 3D view. Okay, now we have a rectangle. We're going to do an extruded cut. Okay, and we're going to pick the inside of our rectangle and our holes. We don't include those. And the way our drawing is the bottom of the pocket is actually called from the opposite side of the part. So it's a 420 thousandths from the back. So what we can do is, instead of starting our cut from this edge and doing the math to go backwards, what we can do is we go to object. We're going to start our cut on this object of the back, and then we're going to offset it a negative 0.42 or 420 thousandths. So it puts our starting point 420 thousandths into the piece, and then we can say we want to go through all from there. And what that's going to do is it'll start our cut at 420 thousandths from the back and shoot it out to infinity. Okay, we'll hit OK, and there's our pocket. Alright, so now we're going to put our corner fillets in. So we're going to go to the fillet command. We're going to select our 4 edges. Now if we look at our drawing, we have 4 times our 0.18. So we're going to put 0.18 or 180 thousandths and hit OK. Okay, so we got our fillet blends. This pocket results in a little hole in the slot. That's correct. What is left? If we look at our drawing, the only thing that's left is this series of small steps. So we need to remove those. And you notice there's a really tight tolerance here as well from the back. So we're going to have to do the same math to figure out what's halfway between those, so that when we machine the part, our starting point of our program is splitting the tolerance down the middle. So let's go back to our model, and we're going to make those features from the top view because that's how it is on our drawing. So we're going to sketch on the face so you see the slot on, and we have 1, 2, 3 steps. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 steps, and then we have the full thickness of the part. So we're going to draw a shape that's going to remove the material to make the stair steps. Okay, so we're going to go and we're going to start here. We're going to go up, over, in, and then touch the other edge of the part. You notice I exaggerated the size. They're going to shrink down when we put the dimensions on it. Alright, let's start with the vertical edges and dimension those. So the first edge, when we look at our top view, is 1 inch. So we're going to dimension from the first edge to datum B, make that 1 inch. We're going to look at the next one. The next one is 1 inch 990. So we're going to come from datum C and go to that next edge. 1 inch 990. And we got a little bit close there. So we're going to do our last one, back to this edge, and click, and that was 2 inches 365. Okay, so we've got all our horizontal edges. They're big enough that we can see them. Now we're going to tighten up the distance between the face and the step and the face of the part. So our first one, according to our drawing, it's from the back of the part we have a 732 to 728. So let's take our largest number, which is 0.732, minus the smallest number, 0.728, and it gives us a 4 thousandths difference. Divide that by 2, and we're going to add it to the smaller of the two numbers. So it's 0.728, it should be 730 thousandths. Okay, so we go back to Fusion, and we're going to go from the back side of the part to our thickest step. And it's 0.73, so 7 and 300 thousandths. Okay, now we're going to work on the next one. We go back to here, and if you do the math, the difference again is 4 thousandths. So if we add 2 thousandths to the lower number, that would be 720 thousandths. Okay, so we're going to dimension from the back to this step, 0.72. Alright, and now we have our last one. It's also 4 thousandths difference, so if we add 2 thousandths to 673, we get 675. Okay, we're going to hit Finish Sketch. Then we're going to do an extrude. We're going to pick the zone that we just modeled. We're going to go through all, and we're going to flip the direction, and it's going to cut our steps across the top of the part. We hit OK, and there we go. That concludes the modeling portion of this part.